15 seconds. Five seconds. Do you have to refresh that?
I don't know how.
Swipe down from the top. Not all the way up. Not always the top. Just from the right where my name is, right about there. Just swipe down. Just there you go. Try clicking on the today at 7 o'clock thing. We got 16 people already. Hello, everybody. Thought I'd make up a song. It's Monday night at the 7 o'clock hour. Pete and Linda didn't go to a baby shower, so here they're here with us.
Well, they didn't.
After all. But next week they'll be zooming into a baby shower and won't be with us. Hey everybody,
Hi,
how are you?
friends.
Good. I think we have some comments coming in. So you want to see what they say. I think I can see my little green thing over here saying we have sound. So that's good. We're moving the microphone a little bit farther away from us today because we're spiking. Oh, there we go. Oh, guess who? The phone's still on. Diane
Hi,
Lancer,
Dad.
Mark,
Hi, Barbara.
Barb and Mike.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Sounds great.
Great to see you.
So,
Do keep us updated on the sound as we seem to do weekly.
so this is a little COVID thing I wanted to show you because people go to they have their business meetings on Zoom. They don't go to work. They work from home. So while they're having a meeting, what they do is they take a piece of tea bag and they cut the string off, and then they tape the string right inside the teacup, inside the coffee cup, so it hangs over the edge, just the string, not the tea bag, and then they fill it with wine. And then they have their business meeting, and it looks like they're sipping on wine the whole time. I mean, on tea, yeah.
Well, I'm sipping on tea tonight, but I was just checking out my necklace here. I got this from my friend Hypnotist Collector on Instagram. So it's very fun. I've been enjoying that so much. And we're going to share with you just to have a little bit of fun, get started with walking down my street in Duluth. Here the weather's beautiful. It's ideal. Not too chilly, not hot. And so we're going to share with you Walking Down My Street.
Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As I'm walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and this love are here for me right now. Hawks carol in the sky, getting ready to fly down south before the first snow flies. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street, sun shines on the bright white snow, the ice is getting thin on the edges of the sidewalk as it crunches under my boots.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Apples cling to a barren tree, dark red against the blue sky. I'm smiling, I'm crying, I'm alive. Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street. Now I hear the robins sing. As I look down to our lake, I see the oar boats all lined up, and the Coast Guard cutter is breaking through the ice.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Is this real or is this just a good dream? Walking down my street, I can hardly believe that this life and love are here for me. Walking down my street, thinking of you, my friend. You're gone, but you're here with me. Walking down my street, walking down my street, walking down my street. Oops, I have to
You can still
have
hear
the
it.
volume on.
I can still hear the echo on her phone. So it looks like Rose might be watching.
All right, hi Rose.
Sometimes people just scroll by and it says they're watching, and then I say hi to them, and then they don't say hi back, and I realize that you were just scrolling by.
Yeah, we hope you've been enjoying some time in nature as well. Hope everyone's doing well.
So we always like it when people say where they're from and where they're watching from, and it's been interesting because people have been, like last week when Bonnie Vining said, I'm here in Costa Rica, then Connie from the Starbuck area said, well, I have friends in Costa Rica. All right, what are we going to do in a second here? What's our second? Oh, waitlist, sorry. So this was a song I wrote in 2001. I was down in Nashville, and I was whenever I used to go to Nashville, I would go out to two shows a night: the 6:30 show and the 9 o'clock show. And particularly the 9 o'clock show at the Bluebird Cafe was always really good. And so I've been to this show. I think it was Victoria Shaw and maybe Beth Nielsen Chapman. I can't remember who it was. It was mostly female singer-songwriters. And I had this idea for this song in my head for a couple of days, and I went back to Mark Allen Barnett's house. That's where I was staying at the time, and sat on the edge of the bed and wrote the second and third verse of this song, from about 1 until 3 in the morning. And then I went out for coffee at the Sylvan Park coffee shop. I think that maybe even what it's called, coffee house. and got the idea for the first verse, and played it out that night, and felt good about it. That's how you find out if a song is good, is when you play it out and you play it in front of people, which is it's getting to be more comfortable doing that like this. But when you have a live audience, you can feel that spiritual connection with the audience, and you can just there's like, I'm not using any fancy things or anything weird, but it's like you get this spiritual vibe and these connections that you have with the audience. It's just like these strings of strength, and but we're getting that from the people, from the different notes people have sent us in the emails and the comments here, of course. So we very, very much appreciate your support and everything during this. And I went back and then I wrote the chorus for this. And originally I titled the song called "Slip Away," because that's what the chorus says. But then I thought, really, the idea of weightlessness was really what was, at the time of my life, that was what was really important. When I was 9, I got a pony. I brushed and rode him every day. But in my teens, I got distracted. I knew my dad would haul hay. I was gone when Daddy sold, hanging downtown every day. Another kid would feed and ride him. What we don't love will surely slip away.
I used to dream.
Yeah, I got distracted for a second there, and I was thinking, did I just do the second half of the second verse? I used to dream that I was weightless. I just push off, take to flight. But that was all before the hurtin' wrapped its weight around my night. Now my feet are firmly planted. The sailing ship stays anchored in the bay. I still recall those dreams, but knowing the memories will fade, slip away, slip away. The memories will fade and slip away, slip away. Memories will fade and slip away. I always thought that I could fix it, but there it's shattered on the floor. Its shape is gone, I don't remember what part goes where now anymore. Everyone thought ours was lovely, and around so long it's bound to stay. But we both knew its days were numbered. We lost our grip and let it slip away, slip away. We lost our grip and let it slip away, slip away. We lost I used to dream that I was weightless. I just push off and take to Thank you. Are you gonna put the air on? No? You wanna try it? Sure. See what people, we're gonna turn on our air conditioner. I'll put it on the lowest, which says low heat, low cool, because that's a quieter fan. That's, oh, you did? That's the lower, like the lower right one? Perfect. You're perfect.
So do you want to ask them about the sound too?
Yeah, how's the sound sounding to everybody? I can't quite see your phone, so you'll have to hand that to me.
We can just wait because you just asked. That's 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So we'll do the next song that Heidi requested.
So you can you hear, is the air conditioner gonna be a problem? Sure feels good.
So the next two songs were both requested by Heidi. And we're going to start with the duet, All I Want to Do Is Love You. And we'll also include, of course, Bob and Cheryl in this dedication of this song.
Oh, Kathy and Ira down in Stuart, Florida. Hey, you guys, long time no see. And Judy's back in town. Just checking to see what they say about the sound now, because now we've actually asked that on the screen.
Good sound, air is
not
not
a
a
problem.
problem.
Thank you, Fred.
Woo, thank you.
Oh,
I
boy.
was just a little warm, so
'Cause
thanks.
you probably all have your air conditioners
you know
on
how
too.
Duluth can be. Just so warm.
Boy, that's good tea.
All right.
What are we doing now? Oh yeah, all I want to do is love you. All I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free.
You are the key to my diary. With you, all my secrets are safe. You are the pages giving me a place where I can reveal all of me.
All I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free.
Take it.
You're my final destination. The reason I walk down this narrow road, I see the signs telling me you're mine. You make it easy knowing which way to go. All I want to do is love you. And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free.
You are the flowers in my garden.
Sweet Williams.
I tend to you each day. You take it in the sun.
And in your arms is where I want to be. All I want to do is love you. Darling, your love has set me free. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So, what was I gonna say? Came up with something funny. What distracted me when I was doing Weightless, I was gonna mention this, was that I closed my eyes and for a second I could feel like everybody was sitting here in rows of chairs, like we're doing a house concert. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you keep us on track, I
am-
think, better than we keep ourselves on track.
Where am I in this song?
It's really nice to have you all with us. Some of us are miles apart, but we feel very connected. A lot of us have some history together in different parts of the country. So it's really good to see your names.
I see Dave Peterson's name coming up. Dave, are you watching or are you just scrolling by?
Hi, Dave.
If you are, say hi. Dave Peterson's just a dear friend, and I had the honor of co-producing and engineering his album a few years ago. It's a beautiful album.
And a great sense of humor, and I don't say that very often.
Yeah, he's now see Dave, he retired one of his songs, and it's a song that stayed with me for 40 years. It's called "The Cannibal's Christmas."
We won't say anything
It's
further.
just a great
Yeah.
song. It's
You'd
just
have to hear it. We don't.
It's a funny song, the kind you would have like greatest funny songs about Christmas late night TV advertisement, or maybe they'll do a PBS thing. It's like during fundraising week, you can have Dave Peterson's. No, I was going to mention something else here.
It's okay. We can. I'll
Oh, you just want to
take
do a
over.
song
Yeah.
instead? All right.
Oh, unless you can remember. But
No, I can't.
I thought since Heidi, you had requested these two songs on our list that we put together for tonight. The next one, I think you said, is probably one of your most favorite songs that we do, and it's new to you, I think, because I don't think you knew this before. It's a song by Gillian Welch called "Orphan Girl," and so we're very pleased to share this with you. Yeah. I am an orphan on God's highway, and I share my troubles. If you go my way, I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. I have had friendships, pure and golden, the ties of kinship. I have not known them. I know no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. But when he calls me, I will be able to see my family at God's table. I see my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. Oh, blessed Savior, make me willing, walk beside me until I'm with them. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an orphan girl. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an By Gillian Welch, and of course David Rawlings shares the show with her.
And we also send that out to David Rawlings' parents, Pete and Linda, our dear friends who are watching tonight. And their the new Gillian Welch and Dave Rawlings album is just fantastic. These are some lost songs they recorded back in 2002 over a period of a weekend. And I got the album. It's the first volume of 3 that are coming out. It's called Boots Songs. Boots number 2, Lost Songs Volume 1, I think. And look it up. It's a wonderful album. 16 songs. They're not long songs, but they're just beautifully written.
And you sure go off into different worlds in that beautiful collection. So thank you, Heidi, for those 2 requests. We're glad you're with us tonight. We are at another request from someone tonight named Keith Garvins.
This is a song.
So Keith, good to see you as well. I see you're with us.
We never do this song unless it's been requested.
Yeah.
It's called the Sutra Kama Minnesota Polka, and this is a comedy piece about. Well, you might not think it's funny, but
We'll sing it anyway.
yeah, people call themselves comedians, even though sometimes people don't laugh, and. So it was the idea is what if the Kama Sutra, now the Kama Sutra is a book from the 5th century in India, and it had 7 chapters, and chapters dealt with different parts of being couples. And one chapter was about the coupling part of being couples. And of course, this is a family-friendly show, so I won't go into it any more detail than that. And it wasn't even popular until they illustrated that chapter. But there's the other chapters about cooking and about family relationships and things like that, and dowries and and 5th century India. I mean, that was a long time ago. Most of my jokes it didn't even exist yet by then. So I thought, what if the Kama Sutra had, and these different methods of coupling were given different names, and I thought, well, what if the Kama Sutra had come from the Scandinavian people instead, the Scandinavian fisher people, and and being that I'm 42.7% Norwegian. I thought I was an authority in imagining stuff like this. So I imagined it.
And you made up a town to go
I made up a town because I thought, what if you took Kama Sutra and turned it around and said Sutra Kama, and then it could be a name of a town because every town has a comma in it. Like we're in Duluth, Minnesota, and Bob and Cheryl are here, and they're from Bourbon, Missouri. And so people should get the bumper stickers for their cars that say Duluth, Minnesota. People, they should.
They really should, yeah.
So anyway, so that's the idea. I came up with a town named Sutra, Minnesota. And it's this made-up story about something that never happened.
Okay, I'll sing it with you.
Way up north in Sutra,
Kama,
Minnesota, I met a gal who sort of thought she owed a favor to me 'cause I found her puppy out in the snow of Sutra,
Kama,
Minnesota. She said,
it's cold, let's not stand out here gabbing. Let's have a little lunch here in my cabin.
a little lunch. I peeked around in case someone was looking, then went inside to find out what she might be cooking. She told me to sit back. I obeyed her. She said,
we'll stoke the fire a little later.
stoke the fire. Well, I'll be darned if she wasn't pulling on my zipper. And she said,
now we'll do the lady slipper.
oh, the lady slipper, I thought that was our state flower. I'll be darned
Knit one
if she
pearl to
wasn't.
pull on a ski hat.
Oh, I didn't. I skipped.
It's
I
okay.
missed a part.
Knit
Let me
one
go back to
pearl.
where you were. I'll be darned if she wasn't pulling on my zipper. As she whispered,
Now we'll do the lady slipper.
oh yeah, I thought that was our state flower.
Knit one pearl two, pulling on a ski hat.
Oh boy.
Checking for ticks.
Oh, that tickles.
Waiting for the opener.
Well, okay then.
Baiting the hook.
Oh, that's different.
Trolling the narrows.
Oh, that's different too.
Feeling a nibble.
Oh, jeez. keeper.
And the rolling of the lefse.
Oh, I sure like that. I lost all track of morning, night, and noon. But remember something about a diving loon. We crossed the Laurentian Divide, then had a long Minnesota goodbye. Back out in the snow, I asked her meekly if she'd be okay if I stopped by weekly.
I'd love that, but I'm leaving in the fall to take a missionary position in St. Paul there.
Next thing I knew, I felt my line a-tugging. Then I heard my 9-horse Johnson chugging. The whole darn thing was just some thankful wishing. I gotta stay awake when I'm out fishing.
Thank you, Keith Garvins. I hope you enjoyed that.
That's good tea.
So the next song is on every set list of ours, and it's called Hobos in the Roundhouse, and we want you to sing along.
True story about my grandfather up in Virginia, Minnesota. From 7 to 7 every night of the week, fixing trains in the roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, I hope the bed bugs don't bite. And I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. From Akron and Hinckley, Prairie du Chien, they are soldiers and lawyers. I believe what they're saying. And I'll rouse them at 4 and they'll head down the line. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows, in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, they hired a new man to work as a guard. Every morning sunrise, checks out the yard. But for now I won't trust him, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows, in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. I asked my Savior, what should I do if I'm caught helping hobos? My job could be through. And I heard the answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos sleeping in your roundhouse Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows, in your gunny sack beds. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, boys.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. The dogs aren't sitting underneath us tonight. I see Gus over there. Violet must be laying on our bed or something. What else interesting was I going to say? This next song is a song called "I Can't Take You Home" that I wrote also in the spring of 2001 or summer of 2001. I guess I wrote "Weightless" in August of 2001. I wrote this in about May, and I entered into the Minnesota Songwriting Contest, Minnesota Folk Festival, New Folk Songwriting Contest modeled after the Kerrville one, and ended up winning the competition. It was kind of a shock because nobody knew me. I just started coming up doing music, and that was kind of a big emotional. I'm not a big fan of contests, but I was that time. Haven't been a fan of one since. But it was really fun. I got to the next year. I got to play main stage, and Becky Schlegel, who recorded it after that as a duet on my first disc in December, and was doing the show with me when Kate came to the show, and that's how Kate and I met. Mm-hmm. Becky and I got to play that together on the stage the next year. And I got to do a workshop with Lynn Miles and I think it was Carrie Oberg and John Gorka. It's called Songs from the Heart, and I'd just been in the hospital. And Jerry Vanderveer, if you're still watching, you probably remember this because you were staying in my apartment on your way to the Boundary Waters, or on your way home, I think it was, when I was in the hospital. And for some heart stuff, just getting checked up. So, by the way, all is well.
Right,
Yep.
right.
And what was I going to say now?
Just gonna do I Can't Take You
Hey,
Home.
we're going to do I Can't Take You Home, yeah. I should have been getting my capos ready while I was talking, but now I can.
enjoyed the show Becky and Bill did so much. Becky Schlegel, if you're not familiar with her music, she has a beautiful voice, writes incredible songs. And her first, was Red Leaf her first album? But
No.
anyway, it's just beautiful. So I bought both their albums at that show, which I'm sure you know that.
If you're a longtime Prairie Home Companion fans, you would have heard her many, many
Yeah.
times on Prairie Home Companion, and did a lot of duets with Garrison. So here's I Can't Take You Home. I think I'm going to put my foot on it.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think I will.
don't think so.
I don't think so. My grandmother's
comfortable?
antique table down there, and I was going to put my foot on it. It was my grandmother made that table in shop class in 1898 or so. She was 17 years old. I wasn't used to being alone. I was pacing by the phone. I went out, not knowing what to do.
And I went walking down a street, didn't know we'd ever meet and go somewhere to have a cup or two.
But I can't take you home, and I can't lay you down, and I can't stay the whole night through, because I barely know me. I said something that made you laugh.
And I pulled out a photograph and talked about the way things used to be.
I said, yeah, I've been there too. I'm sorry for what you've been through.
And I liked your eyes when you said that thing to me.
But I can't take you home, and I can't lay you down, and I can't stay the whole night through, because I barely know me. No, I can't take you home, and I can't lay you down, and I can't stay the whole night through, because I barely know me. I saw you once in a while, and in between I'd see your smile. Then one day you said you saw mine too.
Never thought I'd trust again, but slowly saw this thing begin, and I began to see myself in you.
Then you took me home, then you laid me down.
That was requested right by Bob Cody. Thank you, Bob.
And Bob just made a comment on it
All right.
just a second ago. My voice, yeah, I kind of lost my low end of my voice there. Maybe I should
I
sing a
didn't
little
notice.
higher next time.
Oh, I think maybe you sometimes have it.
Maybe
Higher.
the
Actually, I
t-
noticed, Bill.
You know what it's from? No, this is where it is.
You sure?
Yeah. But when I recorded with Becky, I recorded up higher because she has a higher voice than you do. And I like singing it lower, but I decided at 5:30 to have an ice cream cone. You're not supposed to do that. I thought, well, I'll just have some hot tea afterwards, and that'll negate it. Oh wait, I think it's hot tea.
This song was requested last week, but for some reason we didn't fit it in, or we had played it the previous week. But Bert, I know that you requested it, so we thought we'd put it into this week's set. It's called Beautiful Skies.
They are in Live Free or Die,
Yes, they are.
USA, New Hampshire. They were traveling through here this summer. We stayed in rented apartment in Duluth for a month from St. Petersburg. Okay, so I think I'm ready.
I think I am.
Ready?
All right. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
These crazy days tear us apart. These hurtful words only break my heart. I push you away to make you pay. Then I see the hurt in your face. There's so much fighting,
How much fun.
wars are raging. Am I so naive to want to grow wings? I'll take you with me up to the skies. If it's fight or flight, I'd rather fly. Beautiful skies, bright blue and clear. Beautiful skies, rise above the fear. Beautiful skies, going to fly. Beautiful skies. being here all alone. Don't need no nightlight, don't want no city lights. I'm safe and warm, don't fear the storm. Those hurtful days,
Those hurtful days,
long gone,
long gone.
I see them down below, specks on the ground. Faraway shapes,
Faraway shapes,
can't make 'em out.
I can't make them out.
We're up here now, let's sing and shout. Beautiful skies, bright blue and clear. Beautiful skies, rise above the fear. Beautiful skies, grow wings and fly. Beautiful skies, beautiful skies.
Gosh, we've met some wonderful people, haven't we?
We sure
You
have.
saw watch those names scrolling by
I know,
on the
I
screen
know.
there, and it's like, oh, yeah.
Hello, Todd Hefner. So great to have you with us. Hi to Amanda. Hi, John and Melissa in Silver Bay. I put this next song
Davis
on the.
Linda.
Yeah, hey. I put this next song on our set list because I know that Linda and Pete really liked it when we did it a few weeks ago, and I love this song. It's called "The Moon Comes Up." Is that what it's called?
It's called The Moon Comes
Yeah.
Up, and the moon, and of course, the others had it as the moon goes down. And that's kind of like us, we have our life, the moon.
Oh, you have an owie. Careful,
Oh, I'm
careful.
bleeding. I was clearing some brush and I scratched my hand. So I had a little scab on there and it must have been itchy and I must have scratched it. And then my blood thinning medicine kicked in and sprung a leak. But don't worry. No, I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
We'll just clean up the mess here. And
I have one of these too.
it's like watching one of those British crime shows.
You sure you don't want a Band-Aid?
I don't
We'll
even
see
know
how
where
it
that
goes.
scratch came from.
We'll see how it goes.
I don't even know which one's bleeding.
We try to keep the show nice and clean and
little
without any violence or anything.
blood and gore.
Sometimes we get, yeah.
They're far enough. Oh, that was just a scab over there. Okay, I'm good.
I hope I.
Yeah, splurt. When I was getting into a skid loader one time and I banged my head on the frame, but it wasn't. It was a smooth piece. It wasn't like a sharp edge. You wouldn't want to have one of those on the top of a cab, and it ripped my head open, and it was horrible. And I walked into the hospital holding a big towel. I drove myself in, of course. That's what I do. And I walked in there, and this cop came in I drove in the emergency room door right ahead of me. The door was up, so I drove in behind him, and I'm holding this big towel on the side of my head, getting out of my pickup truck. And he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And he walks in, doesn't even hold the door for me. But that's okay. He was probably in a hurry. And so I walk in the emergency room, and I didn't call ahead or anything. And they said, "Do you need something?" And I said, "Yeah, I hurt my head pretty bad." And they said, "Well, do you need emergency room or urgent care?" And I thought, I don't know. I just walked
send
through
me
the.
somewhere,
I
please.
just drove in here. That's what I've always done. I just drove in the emergency room, and hang on a second.
We'll see how it goes.
Let's go ahead and put it on there.
Oh, okay.
And so they said, "Well, why don't you start at urgent care? It's down the hall there." So I have this is a big dark brown bath towel holding at the side of my head, and I go down there, and they get me in pretty quickly. And the nurse comes in, and she goes, "Oh, you need to be in the emergency room." So she bandages up my head temporarily to stop the bleeding and everything, and because I cut a artery, and brought me back down the hall to the emergency room. And it took a few hours. He said, "I got to clear my schedule. It's going to be a while." And it was pretty bad. But the funny part was, I guess that was already funny. But I was getting a car license renewed or something. I went to the DMV, and I had these stitches. My hair was shaved back, and I had it was a big swish right there, and all these stitches. I think it was 13 stitches, and so I get talking to this girl, and she's working on the license thing and getting it all straightened out. Then she goes, like, "Okay, thank you," and she goes, "So, what happened? And I said, you should see the other guy.
Okay. So comes up.
Yep. Robert had a poet's heart beating in his breast. Every pulse would energize the love that he expressed. He danced across the meadows with the rising of the sun, till he lay down by the bay and said, I think this dance is done. And the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. David was a minstrel, a secret keeper of the key. He traveled through America at the turn of the century. He always took the high roads through the mountains and plateaus, till he laid down on the ridge and cried out, this is when I go. And the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. As I stand out on this midnight street, there's a sad and mournful sound. It's the silence streaming from your hotel windows, and there's not a soul around, just these shadows on the ground. As the moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town. The moon comes up, and the moon goes down, and it shines its silver light on this sleepy border town, on this sleepy border town. Thank you. So the second person listed in there was David Carter, singer-songwriter who passed away in his hotel room after going out for a run at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival in middle of July or end of July, I think it was, in 2002. I was about to meet him and Tracy Grammer, his partner, at the Rocky Mountain Folk Festival Song School, but he died, and then Mark Stewart and Stacy Earle took their place, and we just met up and we became fast friends. Met in the
They've
buff-
been to Duluth as well,
met in
singing.
the- Yep, we met him in the buffet line.
You know, I was just thinking with my mug that I have tonight, I should have used my KUMD mug.
You should have used your KMD.
By the way, when I do get my KUMD t-shirt, I will make sure I wear that on a Monday night so you can all see it.
Mine's the Amtrak mug. We took the Amtrak out to Eugene, Oregon for a conference. I don't know, it must have been 10 years ago.
It was
And
quite an experience.
I really liked the mug. Yeah, we got lots of stories about that trip. And I really liked the mug a lot. And we got the second to last day, we were having breakfast in the dining hall, dining room, dining car. And I asked the server, I said, how do I get one of those Amtrak cups? And she goes, are you going all the way to Chicago? And I said, no. She goes, oh, we sell them at our gift shop in Chicago. You know, we're getting near the end of the run here. Why don't you just come in tomorrow and have coffee and you can just take it with you? She gave me a cup. They have to throw them out once in a while and they get a little bumped up. So I was like,
So I put this next song on our set list. I think I had heard it recently somewhere, and I just love it. It's John Prine's "Angel from Montgomery," and I loved the rendition that I heard, and I said to Bill, "Let's put that on the list tonight and do it just a little bit more slowly and not
yeah,
quite as
she liked it better than us.
loudly."
Yeah, we do it kind of raucously.
So
I
here
think,
we
you know,
go.
Bonnie Raitt does it pretty, she kind of lays back when
Yeah.
she sings it too. Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yep.
My mistake.
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child who's grown old.
Your dreams were thunder, lightning was desire. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. That was a long time, no matter how I tried. The years just roll by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear 'em there buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. John Prine. Lost him to COVID back in April, early April, I think. This next song, I told Bill I was putting the set list together. I said I need one of your songs in this spot. Pick one for me, let me know what it is, and I'll write it down. But we came to this one called Till the Morning Comes Again. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to let him share it with you, and I'll just go sit in the audience and enjoy it.
I think I won't do, you don't sing on this?
No,
I think you do on the album.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so.
If I do, I'll come back.
No, yeah, you'll,
Sing my part.
yeah, okay. So, this is the first song I wrote when I came back to music. This was the very first song that I wrote from scratch. Because, as you remember, when I first came back, I started writing. First, I didn't have a guitar, and I started writing stories and fairy tales and poems and that kind of thing. And this was the one, though, that I first actually wrote the whole thing from scratch in spring of 1999. There are storms that rage across the peaceful open land, and there are floods that devastate green valleys filled with gold. So it seems you've lost your dreams, they're torn and swept away. But look beyond that distant hill, it's a place to hide away. And there are words that tear across the peaceful open soul, and there are schemes that devastate the heart that's filled with gold. And so it seems you've lost your dreams, they're torn and swept away. But look beyond that distant hill, there's a place to hide away. I can't make the thunder stop or lift this night's black curtain. I can't take away the pain that made these tears begin. But I can sing you lullabies and stroke your weary head then. You can rest in your sweet sleep till the morning comes again. So it seems you've lost your dreams, they're torn and swept away. But look beyond that distant hill, there's a place to hide away. I can't make the thunder stop or lift this night's black curtain. I can't take away the pain that made these tears begin. But I can sing you lullabies and stroke your weary head then. You can rest in your sweet sleep till the morning comes again. You can rest in your sweet sleep till the morning comes again. I wrote part of that for my mom in the last few days of her life, and sang it to her in the hospital, and the chorus part. And see, when she was in a nursing home with her Alzheimer's, she had a window looking up. For those of you who've never been to Duluth, it's a beautiful city. It rises about 600 feet above Lake Superior. From all the wave action over the millennia, there's been a sandbar that developed all across the front where the rivers are flowing down, and the force of that water meeting up with the waves coming in from Lake Superior created a long sandbar, which is developed now. And she was in a nursing home on that sandbar out in the Bay Area. And I remember she was just saying, "I want to go home. I want to go home." And I was looking out the window, and I could see that hill out there, and I thought, because she lived over the hill, so that's where that part came from.
Beautiful song, Bill.
And of course, the second meaning of being, over the hill in life, and in death.
I'm glad he shared that with us this week. The next song we're going to save that for next week for a certain reason. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Jackson, because we just had a nice visit with my mom, and she was mentioning how she really enjoys when we do Jackson. And I thought, well, let's just put this on the list
There's
tonight.
no rules against it.
Hello, Mother dear.
The governor
I hope you're having a great night.
The governor said you can't sing in church, but you can't sing. He says singing.
Oh, yeah.
Let me quote him. Minnesota's doing some really right things. I just want to say that. I'm just like making jokes. He said, "Singing is the worst thing you can do." That's a quote, word per word quote of what he said. And I thought, gosh, I could do a lot worse things than that. Like coughing on vegetables and stuff like that. So, that was something.
Yeah.
So singing is actually the best thing you can do.
So with this song, we're gonna be really.
We got a lot of plosives going on here, yeah. So hope we don't spike the microphone. But I think we got
We'll
our
look at
sound.
it, yeah.
I think our sound is dialed in. We
Someone
moved the
mentioned
microphone.
that it was good tonight.
Yeah,
so
we moved
thank
it
you
back.
for the.
We moved the mic back about 4 inches farther back from our mouths. I think that really helped.
Okay.
And it should have brought the guitar up a little more present too. So we're making do. We're working this thing with one microphone. I know I have gear that I could set up our PA with 2 separate microphones and plug our guitars in and run all that through that into the system here. And it might have a little more clarity, but this is more like a house concert, more like
And
here
I
we
don't
are.
have the energy for that either.
Yeah, it's like a head with one ear listening to us.
All right.
There are some things I want to do, though. I wanted to mention. I was thinking it'd be kind of fun. I guess there's a way that I can, in the background, get a Zoom meeting going, right?
Okay.
And then I can open up a window on here, where on the screen, we could have another friend of ours that's a musician, for example, somebody from out of town, and we could bring up that scene and we could talk to them.
Could they play along?
Interview them a little bit. They can't play along because of the 10-second delay,
Oh, yeah.
unless they're really good.
Yeah, yeah.
But we could have them just share a song.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun to
Yeah,
do that.
we'll make it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll work on that. That's technical stuff. I got a lot of projects I've been working on lately, so I may not get time for that right now. And I apologize. I was going to do the cowboy song tonight, but I'm not ready.
We're going to get it just right.
I want
Yeah.
it to be good. In fact, I might video it and play the video, and so we'll get to that. It's a good. Kate loves it. I wrote it 20 years ago. Never do it, and I used to do it on shows all the time, back in 2000, and before I met her even. And but we'll bring it back out.
You'll like it. Okay. Let's go.
All right, what are we doing?
June and Johnny.
Oh yeah. Written by Billy Ed Wheeler and Jerry Lieber. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. gonna mess around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand, you big talking man. Make a big fool of yourself. Go to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
Well, when I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. But first I'd have to take and find out what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose on my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye was all she wrote. Well, they'll laugh at you in Jackson. I'll be dancing on a pony keg. They'll lead you around town like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. You're going to Jackson, you big talking man. And I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan fan.
Now, of course, we always like to include some cultural information here for you. Japan fan is a fan from the island nation of Japan, which is a lesson in world geography and southern vernacular. Well, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Yeah, we're going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson, and never coming back. All right. That's for you, Corrine. And if you tell us you like a song, we'll do it. Right?
Well, yeah.
If it's one of ours. I mean, we don't have a lot of time for learning other new songs, but we're going to learn some. Hey, let me have that coaster for a second. So this is do you think anybody would like to buy these? This is a piece of oak that I made into a coaster from our cabin. And I've got a whole bunch of this wood out there, and I could start making packs of it. It's really, and you could varnish it, but I kind of like
It
it
feels
natural.
really
It's
nice.
oak, yeah.
Yeah.
We were Sarah Birkland and I were out at the cabin on Friday night getting ready to record for her dad's new recording, Mike Birkland's new recording, which is going to be a beautiful gospel album, beautiful. And we were just getting all set up, and that we had a storm hit, and I had my back to the big patio doors, so I didn't see out there, and all of a sudden the lights were dimming. And the LED lights dim before everything else does. And they dimmed and dimmed, came back, and all of a sudden, boom, they went right out, and we lost our hard drive and our recording interface. The computer stayed on because it was on battery, but I turned around, I could not believe the chaos in the woods outside the window. So the cabin was solid, but it was just trees were just swirling around. And so I said, I think, I looked online, and I was able to get onto the power company's site that said, this is not going to be restored till 10:30, and they already had it posted. And so I said, well, I guess we're done. So she packed up her base, and she went up to go in her car, and I said, I'll follow you out because it could be still bad. We don't know how bad it was. We were still getting a lot of lightning when we left and thunder. And so I had to get some things out of our trailer, and I went and got that, and then she drove back in. She goes, there's a big tree across the road. I can't get through. And I said, oh my gosh. So I drove out in front of her, and I didn't even look to the left because that's the end of our road. But there's actually one of our trees was down across the whole road right over there. So I looked, and there's a giant maple tree that had come across the whole road. And so I thought, I walked up to it, and I said, I can drive around this. So we both drove around it on the thing, but then we had another tree and another tree. And finally at the end of the road, there were two trees, and they were down crossing the road, which means there were rotating winds that caused trees to fall in different directions. And that whole lot on the corner must have lost 20 huge trees. That one is for sale? Yeah, not like anybody else would care, but I thought I'd tell you about it. But it was a crazy storm, and the sky was so beautiful that night. As I drove in following the storm to Duluth, so we had lightning and a rainbow and everything. It was just crazy. I should have brought that picture and put it up here.
You should, yeah.
I
Next
should've.
week we can share it with you right in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have some people that are celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary. That's very beautiful. And our friends Phil and Diana, and they will see this show actually tomorrow because they're in England. So we'd like to share with you, sing along with us because it's for Phil and Diana for their 45th wedding anniversary, and it's the anniversary song.
Yeah, and I'll remember tonight to upload it to YouTube because they like
Right.
they like watching on YouTube because their big TV has YouTube on it, so they can watch it through that.
So we wrote this actually for a couple years ago for their
Gordy-
anniversary, but
Gordy and Yvette.
we use it for many people. So here we go. Yeah. Looking back, darling, we've had a beautiful life.
I can remember calling you the first time. I wasn't certain, didn't know what you'd see in a boy like me,
In a girl like me.
I saw the future. No, I saw the future, yeah. Saw what we've
Right.
come to be.
Wait a second. I saw the future.
No, I saw the family.
You saw. I saw.
Oh yeah, I saw the future gathering. Oh yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
saw the magic. Okay, I got it.
He saw the magic.
I saw the magic.
Yeah.
Saw what we've come to be.
I saw the future gathering family.
I saw the new. Oh yeah, that's where he did that.
Completely, married completely.
No, that's
We
the,
did this
that's
before
the
the
magic
show.
part.
We're so sorry, Phil and Diana.
I'm gonna get it right. I saw the.
I was waiting for you to sing the chorus. so
Let's
I
do it
just
over
go
again.
along
People
with you.
like it when we do a song over.
Yeah, so I'm going to follow you for the chorus, and I hope you know
Well, the
what
chorus
you're
was
doing.
fine.
Okay, okay.
It was at
Okay,
one,
so
on
where are we
my,
starting?
it was
Where are
my
we starting?
line to start the second
Okay,
verse.
cut. Where are we starting?
At the beginning.
Okay, let's
yeah.
go. One.
Just like the first baseball game in the Bible.
All right.
In the big inning.
1, 2, 3.
No, I need to get the lyrics. Oh no. Do you have your duet album in there?
Oh, I should go get it. I'm going to go
Yeah.
get it.
All right. Oh, good. I can tell some more jokes. We want to get this right for Phil and Diana. They're dear friends of ours from England, from London. We met them in Florida at the Sarasota Folk Festival. He was doing doing photography work at the festival, and came to our show, our set, and took some pictures and shared them with us, and we just kept in communication. That's what happens with us. If you're nice to us and you tell us stuff and talk to us, we'll just stick around forever. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. She just yelled out the words. Now I'll get it. All right, so we have good friends, Phil and Diana Stone in London, England, who are having their 45th wedding anniversary today. Today's their 45th wedding anniversary. They must have been like 5 years old when they got married.
I know. We're trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, well, maybe they're royalty. Maybe they're the royals.
I'm gonna lead Bill, and I'm gonna lead us through this
I don't
just
think
in
I need
case.
any help anymore.
Well, we'll see. All right.
Here you go, for Phil and Diana in London.
Looking back, darling, we've had a beautiful life.
I can remember calling you the first time.
I was uncertain,
Didn't know what you'd see in a boy like me. I saw the morning brighter than I'd ever seen.
I saw the future, a gathering family. I saw the magic, saw what we've come to be.
Ron and Nancy moment. A boy like me.
A man like me.
Oh, a man like me.
And a woman like me.
Oh boy.
Married completely, sharing each other's heart, not knowing where we end. And the other starts building together, believing in each other's dreams.
Let's grow old together. Make the most of this ride.
Stay strong and healthy, honey. I need you here by my side.
Till we are young again, and always will be. A boy like me.
With a girl like me.
Till we are young again, and always will be. A boy like me.
With a girl like me.
Like me.
And that's from our duet CD. That was a while ago. It was fun. All right, we're going to go right into Friend of Mine because you are friends of ours. It's a song written by Edie Brickell and Steve Martin. And we heard thank you for the applause and the more Kate, and woohoo, woohoo. So we end all our shows with Friend of Mine. It's a beautiful song written by Edie Brickell and Steve Martin. And we've turned it into a duet. It's on my CD called From Home. So this is for all the great friends that we have in our lives that know us very well, and we count on them.
Thank you all for watching in tonight, and we'll see you next week. And then the following week, for those of you in Duluth, 28% of our audience for these shows has been from our town here in Duluth.
Oh, cool.
I just happened to notice that statistic today.
That's neat. I saw Julie Ayersley on tonight. I hope you're still with us. It's great to have you with us. Neighbor in Lakeside here.
And we appreciate your support and the cards and things that people have sent us, and just it means so much to us, and we're putting it to good use.
You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Called me to say hi.
The world is such a crazy place, full of joy and pain. What would I do without you? Here to keep me sane.
I've seen revolving doors. I've been a stepping stone. I don't know what I did wrong. Why they left me alone.
When everybody lets me down, you lift me up again. What would I do without you? My old faithful friend. You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Called me to say hi. What would I do without you?
song, that one line with I've been a stepping stone.
Can't remember the words?
Both Bill and I, with those lines, what
I've been
stepping
stepping
stone.
stone.
I've been
I've been,
how's the melody go? I've been
I've been a stepping stone.
well, I don't know what I did wrong, why they left me alone. That just and when Bill and I were putting this song together, I was the one that ended up with those lines.
When we
but
split up the
we
verses.
both wanted to sing those lines because they're so heart wrenching. But I got them. But
Yeah, because you're,
it's a sad song.
because you're special.
So great to have you all with us again on a Monday. We hope that the weeks go kind of quickly for you as they seem to be going for us.
We'll be jumping online now and going through and commenting on the comments, and
If you have any requests for next week, just put them in the notes for next week and we'll make sure we do those. So we look forward to seeing you again. Great to be with you.